Let's factorize this expression. It's a quadratic expression. Now, in the previous video, we said we factorize quadratic expressions using the product sum rule. So even here, we are still going to use the product sum rule, but there's a little twist to what we have been doing before. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to take A and C, and then we're going to multiply them together. We're going to take A and C. Remember, we said A is the coefficient of x squared, and C is a term in your expression that doesn't have a variable. So you are going to take 2 and multiply it by 1. Then from there, you're going to look for 2 numbers, which when you multiply, they give you the middle number. You are going to start off by multiplying the 2 and the 1. 2 times 1 gives us the 2. Then the next thing that follows is you are going to look for 2 numbers. You multiply them, they give you 2, but those same numbers, when you add them, they give you a sum of 3. I'll repeat that step again. I'm saying first things first, take the first number, multiply it by the last number. 2 times 1, it gives you a 2. Then look for 2 numbers, you multiply them, they'll give you 2. But those very same numbers, if you add them, they should give you the middle number, which is 3. From what I see, those numbers are 2 and 1. Because 2 times 1 gives you a 2, 2 plus 1 gives you a 3. Now, unlike in the previous video, we are now going to take our numbers. We are now going to take these numbers, and then we are going to rewrite our expression, and we are going to substitute these numbers here in the middle number. You're going to rewrite your equation or your expression. But when you get to the middle number, you are no longer going to write 3x, but you are going to insert those numbers. So this is what I mean. We are going to rewrite our expression. It means we are going to have 2x squared plus, we now insert our numbers, plus 2 plus 2x. So when we put them here, or when we insert them here, we insert them together with an x because we have an x there. Then plus 1x. Then we continue rewriting our equation plus 1. So you should now have 4 terms. Then remember what I said earlier, if you have 4 terms, there is a high likelihood that you are going to factorize them by grouping. So factorizing these by grouping, factorizing the first group, I'm going to get 2x, x plus 1. Then this side, I'm going to get 1x plus 1. I want to believe by now, you now know why it's like that. Then look at our terms, or what is inside the brackets is the same. And we said, if what is inside the brackets is the same, then it means our final answer is we are going to rewrite what is inside the brackets. We're going to put it there. Then lastly, you are going to take what is outside your bracket and put that in another bracket. And then you are done. So that's your final answer. So you factorize 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. You're going to get x plus 1, 2x plus 1. I'll do another example. Let's now take 2x squared minus 9x plus 4. I was saying the coefficient of x squared is a number greater than 1. So in that case, you are going to take that coefficient and multiply it by the last number. And you are going to look at two numbers that are going to give you the product of those two numbers. For example, or what I mean is, the product of 2 and 4 is 8. So you are going to look for two numbers, which when you multiply, they give you 8. But then when you add them, they give you the sum of the middle number, which is -9. So looking at those numbers, we get -1 and -1, -1 and -8. So those are our two numbers, because -8 times -1, it gives us an 8. -8 plus -1, it gives us a -9. So then I said, after finding those numbers, you're going to take those numbers. Oh, sorry. You are then going to take those numbers and then you're going to substitute them here. So it means you are then going to rewrite, you're going to then rewrite your equation or your expression. So rewriting that, we get 2x squared minus 8x. Sorry, remember, we have a -1 here. It's our two numbers are -8 and -1. So we now have -8x. Remember what I said, when we insert them here, we insert them together with the x. We insert them together with the x. Then continue rewriting your expression. Then we have -1x, then plus 4. Then we now have 4 terms. We now have 4 terms. Then I said 4 terms usually are factorized by grouping. So it means you take your first 2 terms, put them inside the brackets, then take the last 2 terms and put them inside the bracket. Then you factorize each bracket separately. Now, factorizing the first bracket, I get 2x minus 4. Then factorizing the next bracket, I also get x minus 4 inside the bracket. Then remember what I said here. A minus sign outside the brackets changes the sign inside the bracket. So that is why we have a minus there. We no longer have a plus, because the minus sign outside the bracket changed the sign inside the brackets, which now becomes that minus. Then the next thing, check what is inside your bracket. Check if it's the same. So if it's the same, then it means you are closer to getting your final answer. So it means you are going to take that which is the same, which is inside your bracket, and you're going to put it there. Then you are going to open another set of brackets, and then you are going to insert everything that is left out of your brackets, which is 2x minus 1. And you are done. And that's it.